Welcome to the very first episode in a special 4-part series with Teach Big. I am your host, Randi Whitney, and today we're coming to you from the TEPSA 2025 Summer Convention at the Kalahari Resort in Round Rock, Texas. In this series, you'll hear directly from principals, assistant principals, counselors, and school leaders across Texas as they share their stories of encouragement, innovation, and motivation. From creative ways administrators are inspiring their teachers to powerful strategies to helping students be their very best, this is your front row seat to what's working in schools today. By the way, if you're not too sure what TEPSA is, it is the Texas Elementary Principals and Supervisors Association. It is among the most organized, inspirational, and dedicated groups I have ever had the pleasure of working with. I have been a speaker at TEPSA for the last 26 years, and it is always so refreshing to see their earnest commitment for inspiring school leadership. They truly are a blessing to school administrators everywhere. If you are a school leader, definitely do not miss out on everything they offer. No matter how big Texas is, it is very educationally connected. Make sure to share this series with your fellow administrators and teachers because chances are you'll recognize or cross paths with some of the amazing leaders featured in these 4 episodes. So lean in, get inspired, and let's jump into episode 1 of Teach Big at TEPSA. We are here at TEPSA with Tia Haywood from Denison ISD, and we're doing a little Q&A. So let me ask you this. If someone walked through your front doors of your school, what would they immediately notice?
Well, if someone came into our school, they notice our welcoming staff. Our staff greets everyone with a smiling face. Our SRO, she's welcoming kids at the door, parents at the door. It's a really positive family vibe at our campus. And so when anybody comes in, they're immediately treated like family.
I love that. That makes my heart happy. What a great place for kids.
Special place. Thank you so much.
I appreciate your time. Thank you. This is Emily Hall from Alvin ISD representing Region 4, and we are going to do a little TEPSA talk. So here is your question, Ms. Hall. What is one tradition at your school that makes your campus unique or special?
So our school, we're named after Dr. James Red Duke.
Okay, yes.
Surgeon, did all the life flight. So we really surround ourselves with him. He was actually there whenever we opened up. He got to be present, brought in the life flight helicopter right now. So we really try to build that culture around him and his innovations. So we're always trying to look for the new ways to use things. And so
love it.
Our big one this year is we're getting into the AI.
So neat.
I'm presenting today on it, and then
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're bringing in Magic School next year as a pilot.
So exciting.
And really trying to get, we've got to learn it before we put it out to kids, but it's not going anywhere.
No, it's only getting bigger.
Get it done. So the kids are super excited about it, just building that culture around the innovation.
I love it.
For our kids.
Love it. Thank you for doing that for kids. And thanks for being part of our talk.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Bye, friends.
Bye.
Help me welcome Kelly Pollock from Granbury ISD. We're here at our TEPSA time having a little talk. And which question did you just told me. Which question do you want me to ask?
The first one.
The first one. So what is something happening at your school right now that you wish the whole world could see?
I really wish the whole world could just come in and see that our campus is pre-K only. We are only 3 and 4-year-olds.
After my own heart.
There are right at 400 students, and we strive every year to get to a reading goal of at least 65% of our students leaving the campus as CVC readers. So we just really wish that everybody could see what huge gains our students are making and our staff is doing for the students.
That is phenomenal. I own an early childhood preschool in Kemah, Texas.
Awesome.
And so when I say that's after my own heart, I mean it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thanks for working with the littles.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's a blessing.
It starts with you.
It does.
It starts with you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
So here we are at TEPSA, live from TEPSA, and I'm with Crystal Chisenhall from F.L. Moffitt Primary in Center ISD. She is the assistant principal, and we're asking her today, how does your school celebrate students?
Okay, so I think something that we found challenging was motivating our students. We use MCAS to monitor and track their data, and they participate in the Amplify Boost. And so kids were kind of getting on there and not using their time effectively.
Okay.
So what we did is we made it into like a game board, and they have 24 quests. And that all kids start at number 1. And so what we started doing as kids completed those quests is we started doing a bell ringing, and we bring them up in front of the front office, and we have like a bell that's attached to the wall. And their teachers come and their class come, and we just really talk about what they've done and how they worked so hard to meet their goal. And then they ring the bell, and we celebrate and cheer and clap, and it's kind of right in our front entryway. So lots of times parents are kind of coming in and out.
Oh,
and
I love that.
And they're just so excited. And teachers have stated that it's just really motivated their students to learn. So,
well, thank you for celebrating kids. I love that so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, Crystal.
Thank you.
We are here at TEPSA with Marissa Guzman from Goodman Elementary in Arlington ISD, and she is the principal. So I have a question for you, Miss Guzman. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. What is something happening at your school right now that you wish the whole world could see?
Well, the whole world needs to know that at Goodman Elementary, we are Grizzlies.
Ooh.
We are becoming a Leader in Me campus.
Okay.
So we are incorporating the 7 habits of highly effective people.
Love it.
To become better
Good Stephen
individuals.
Covey.
To be more proactive. And we just started it with the kids. We introduced it to the kids these last few weeks before school was out. And it was amazing how it maintained good behaviors through the last day of school. When
Love that.
behaviors tend to be challenging the last few days of school.
Yes, for sure.
No, the 7 habits were helping us stay grounded and be respectful. We consider ourselves ready, respectful, and responsible and kind at all times.
Love it.
And it just goes right hand in hand with
so
the 7
good.
habits of highly effective people.
Thank you so much for sharing that. What a great idea. You know, the 7 habits, I think they're effective for all people. And I love that you're bringing it to kids.
Thank you.
That's neat. Those are lifelong skills, right?
Absolutely.
So you're not just giving them something to help them this year or at the end of school year. You're helping them for life.
Yes, that's
Love
what's
it.
so exciting about it. So
I
we
love
it.
that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, Miss Guzman. I appreciate you.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course, of
Bye-bye.
course. All right.
Look this way.
Well, here we are. Oh, she's taking our picture. We're movie stars.
Yes. This is my first podcast, so I'm excited.
I'm so excited for you. So this is Miss Christina Hernandez from Goodman Elementary in Arlington, Texas. She is the assistant principal. So here's my question for you today, Miss Hernandez. What is one way your school creatively involves your families in the community?
One of the things we do pride ourselves in bringing our community and serving our diverse population, but informing our parents, because we really are big believers in bringing the family in, informing our parents so they are growing along with their students. So some of the wonderful programs that we've had the opportunity to collaborate with this school year, Santa Fe Youth Services, they come and do an 11-week program with our parents and students, and it's a fabulous way for them to come together to make connections with their kids. A lot of times what we see is that disconnect and communication issues between students and, kids and their parents.
Of course.
With the challenges and issues that they face in today's world. And so this allows for that opportunity for them to really have honest conversations, real conversations, because sometimes our parents don't know how to have those conversations with some tough, challenging topics.
Of course.
That are difficult to discuss, but Santa Fe does a wonderful job of opening up those topics and just opening up those lines of communication and facilitating those
I love
conversations.
how you're really focusing on the parents, because if we can get that part right, we can change the world, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's a partnership. And so that's allowed for us to have those strong relationships with our parents, trusting relationships. We also do a program through the City of Arlington called the Discover program, where we target our 4th, 5th, and 6th grade young boys. And so throughout the year, they have a mentor who they get to work with and work on social emotional skills, leadership
so
skills.
important.
But not only that, I mean, again, that's another layer of opportunity and for our parents, for our kids, because we do inform the parents get invited. And this year, we were able to take all the boys who participated along with a parent to the Texas Rangers game.
Love
that was amazing because some of our kids, the majority actually of the boys in the program, along with the parents, had never been to the Rangers Stadium or to the game. I mean, it's right there in our city, and we're a Title I school, and sometimes it's times are rough.
Sure.
And so that was just amazing and wonderful to see. We also do Hope Squad, which is our suicide prevention program at the elementary level. So we're training our kids to train our parents, but all along the way, parents are part of the process. They're informed. So yeah, these are all just the different ways that we bring in our parents.
So many neat things.
Yes, we were excited. And these are just opportunities to invite them in, be part of the process, because it really takes a community to raise our children, because it takes a village. It really does take a village.
It does. Well, you're definitely that village for them. Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks for taking care of the whole family.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. So we're here at TEPSA Live. Of course, it's not airing live, but we're here live today. I'm with Kirsten Howard. She's from Wayside Schools Real Learning Academy, and she is the principal. And so we want to ask you, how does your school celebrate students?
Okay, so we love celebrating our scholars. We call our students scholars. And so
wonderful.
Yes, they're active in their own learning. So we have all of our scholars starting at kindergarten set goals. And it can be goals for tying your shoes as a whole class, or it can be goals to your STAR test. And we have what we call jumper boards. And so every scholar is working, whether they scored a 20 on their beginning assessment or if they scored a 90.
Got it.
Every scholar has a goal.
Okay,
so
got
then
it.
We take the next assessment, and if they have jumped to their goal, they now get to attend the jumper party.
Oh!
And everybody is celebrating. So whether or not they started on a 20 and their goal was 30, we are celebrating them just as much as the kid who was at a 90 and is now at a 100.
So tell me about a jumper party.
Oh, jumper parties can do so many things. So jumper parties can be as easy as a lunch bunch with pizza and a 30-minute little show during lunch bunch. It can be extra recess. It can be a dance party. It can be
fun.
Lunch bunch with the principal. It's just whatever fills your teacher bucket. Admin can sometimes step in and do the jumper party as well. But every scholar, no matter where they come into us, is going to be celebrated. And
I love that so much.
So our biggest growth every year in STAR is going to be Domain 2, where you hit the growth, because every scholar is so excited to grow no matter where they come in.
I love that.
Yes, so we really
Oh my
enjoy
goodness. Thank you for celebrating your kids with us. I'm so excited.
It's hard work, so we're gonna have
I can
fun.
tell it in your whole demeanor and your face and your excitement. Thank you so much for joining us. And how long have you been at your campus?
I've been there 13 years.
13 years.
11 as admin.
Okay.
So with the blood, sweat, and tears.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but the rewards, right?
100%. The only reason why I keep coming back every year is just to be with them, the teachers, and the family.
Of course. Yes. Well, thanks for making a difference. I appreciate you. I'm going to look into some jumper parties.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you. So, this is Randy here at TEPSA Live, not airing live, but is live with Mr. Donald Lamb today. He is the principal of Malala Elementary in Fort Bend ISD. And here's my question to you, sir. How do you help teachers stay motivated throughout the whole school year?
Well, I think that's important, celebration. We do a good job. Our PTO are always there to support our teacher.
So important.
Having Tom coffees coming out, and, early in the morning, getting ready and energized for the day, to end of year celebration, begin of year celebration. So we work along with our PTO to do that.
I love that. Bringing in the PTO, bringing in your community, bringing in coffee, always good.
Always good.
Always good. Always good. So what is one tradition at your school that makes your campus super special or super unique?
Well, I was such a pleasure to be a principal at Malala. And Malala is actually our namesake. It's named after Malala Yousafzai.
Okay.
Our Nobel Prize Peace winner. And we're the only school in the United States that's named after her.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and we're so blessed that she came to our campus last year and visited our campus.
What a treat.
It's a treat for the whole community.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. And one of the great traditions we have is at our 5th grade award graduation, our first music teacher, Malala, wrote a song for her that go perfectly with her vision and mission and our school mission and vision too. So
wow.
That's one unique thing about our campus.
That is unique. Wow, how special. And I bet you have pictures and you document
We
it.
have pictures. We have even our kids singing to her.
Oh, that is so special.
Yes. So that is a special moment for us. We waited 6 years for her to come.
Wow.
And she finally reached out. And if her people reach out and say she would
Really?
love to come. And that was very special.
That makes my heart so happy.
We hope she'll be back soon.
Well, that is really neat. Well, thank you so much.
Randy.
Maybe you could reach out to her and say, hey, listen to the podcast. I mentioned you
There
there.
you go. There you
All
go.
right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you so much for stopping
Thank
by. I
you.
appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Here we are at TEPSA Live. We have Tiffany Smith, and she is the principal at Whit Fine Arts Academy in Grand Prairie ISD. And I have a quick question for you. What advice would you give to a brand new principal?
Oh, that's such a wonderful question. So this is my third year as principal at my current campus, first time. And I would say that not to lose who you are as a leader.
Oh, good one.
You are coming from, I'm in a school where the principal was there for a very long time.
Oh, gosh. Big
Yes.
shoes to fill.
Very wonderful shoes. She is a master
Yes.
principal. So I would say give your time, take a little time to connect, collect, and consider, but go ahead and then move into your leadership style, your vision, and not wait.
Nice. That is such valuable advice. And I think sometimes even as teachers, we lose ourselves in the craziness of the day and the hecticness of a schedule and this person pulling us this way and that way. And I think no matter where we are in that building, we really do need to be true to ourselves.
Yes.
That gets us through the long term.
Yes.
Love the word authentic. All about it. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate
Thanks for
you.
having me.
Of course.
fun.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks. Bye.
That was so cool. So help me welcome here at TEPSA Live, Delisha Arnold. She is the assistant principal at West Lawn Elementary School in Texarkana ISD. So, Ms. Arnold, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How does your team celebrate your students?
Okay, well, we've created a great way to celebrate their attendance, them coming to school, and
smart.
not just coming, but being here on time, being there on time. And so we created Beat the Bell, and so each
Love that.
I know, isn't it awesome? So each class has a gold box.
Okay.
And every student's name is in that box, and the bell rings at 7:50 for school to start. And so if they're in the classroom and their seats and ready, when the bell rings, then they will have someone draws a name, and we have a student leader to do that, draw a name out the box, and if they are there, they get to come down to the office and they get to pick out of a huge box of goodies, and so they love it. They come in, they're in the cafeteria eating their lunch, and then they're getting to class on time to beat the bell. And so that has been a great help with our attendance, students being not just at school, but being on time for class.
And being excited to be there. So you're not just get here. You're get here, and we've got something cool for you.
Yes.
I love that.
So you see them coming out of we make an announcement, okay,
Right.
teachers, it's time for Beat the Bell. And when those students are coming in the hallway and you're saying, where are you going? I beat the bell this morning.
Oh,
and so
I love that.
excited. And they, so they have ample opportunities to beat that bell. Yeah.
And that's a life skill, being on time, being early. It just makes you feel better about yourself all the way through. So you're just starting their day off right in all the right ways.
Yes, and then they celebrate each other. So they get excited for each other because we are a Leader in Me school district. And so they get excited when their friends beat the bell. And they get excited. So then they track their attendance in their leader binders. And so teachers also give them a star when they beat the bell, and they get to place it on that day. And so they're able to look back for the month or for the 6 weeks to see how many times I beat the bell or I was here. So on time.
So what I see you doing, you have even brought in all 3 learning styles into attendance. You know, the kinesthetic, they get to run down the hall, pick out of the jar, and then the visual piece where they get to look over their stars and their accomplishments, and then they're on the announcements and you're celebrating them as the auditory. So you've brought in all 3 learning styles into attendance.
Yes, it's pretty cool.
That is pretty neat.
They love it. We actually started the second semester, and so this year we're starting the beginning of the year, and so we're excited about it.
Thank you so much for sharing. I hope other schools take that idea and run with it and make attendance a really fun auditory, kinesthetic, and visual thing to do as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Miss Arnold. I appreciate you stopping by our booth at TEPSA.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yes, ma'am. So with us here at TEPSA, we have Mr. Tim Betts. He is the principal of Carroll Elementary in Corsicana ISD. So, Mr. Betts, I have a quick question for you. If someone walked through the front doors of your school, what would they immediately notice?
They would notice that the love that we share in our building is contagious. When we meet our parents in the front door, they feel like they're just there for the first time, but they've been there forever. We have parents that walk in all the time, and I know them by name. My staff knows them by name in the front office. So it makes them feel wanted and connected.
Yes.
So it helps with the buy-in on parent support within our building. We feel the openness there. So we've created safe places in our school to where they can come and eat lunch with their kids. They have a special place that they can pull those kids to and eat. And enjoy their time while they're there with us.
So you're really connecting your home life and school life for the kids. And when you set that, what I have found is when we set that pattern at the beginning, when we do need to call a parent in and say, hey, let's talk, they already trust you.
Yes, ma'am. One of the fortunate things about me is the same campus that I'm the principal of now. I actually went to school as a kid.
That's so special.
And my sister was also a principal on that campus many years ago.
No way.
So it's been a great journey there to just kind of fill those big shoes.
Yes.
And represent the community that I grew up in.
That is truly a family then, to the bottom depths of that word. You have created a family atmosphere. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us. And if every campus did that from the moment you walk in, it would change school life for all of us.
Definitely.
Well, I appreciate you, Mr. Betts. Thank you so much for stopping by our booth.
Thank you for having
me. Yes, sir. So we're here at TEPSA Live, and we have Miss Janet Goodwin, and she is the assistant principal at Caraway Elementary School in Aldine ISD.
Absolutely.
Miss Goodwin, I have a quick question for you. What advice would you give to a brand new assistant principal?
I would definitely, the first thing is foundational is building those relationships with the teachers because those relationships will lean on those when we give feedback. We'll lean on those when we have those hard conversations of trying to build the capacity within any teacher as an assistant principal. So I find it easier that when I have a relationship, such as I take time to celebrate my teachers, I take time to highlight the positives that they're doing, it's easier then for me to backdoor and give them a growth area of concern. Not only that, another thing I would say is also being visible and approachable on campus. You can build relationships, that's great as well, but being in the work and doing the work and being a part of the work and not only visible for the teachers, but for the students and the parents. That's community. Schools are in a community schools are in a community to help build the community, so we have to be a part of the community. And being being a part of the community is not only just teachers as an AP. Now, as a teacher, we're with parents, we're with teachers.
Of course.
Yeah. But sometimes I think as leaders, we forget that we have to...
kind of over here, they're over there. And
it's like, oh, I'm just for the teachers. Or I'm just for the staff. No, you're for the students as well.
Everybody.
You're for everybody. So not only building those community partnerships outside of the campus, but also being in the work with your teachers and let them see you, squat down to a kindergartner and help them with a lesson. Or even I co-teach. hey, you want me to go in and teach this mini lesson?
Oh,
I can
that's
do that.
so important. I love that.
Yeah.
And it gets your kid fix, you know, because we're teachers at heart, even when we go into admin.
Exactly.
Yes.
We're still instructional leaders. And I think people forget that when when we come into, and it's okay to forget. It's okay to forget it because the work is on you.
Yeah,
And when you're
a lot
in
of
that
responsibility.
work, and when you're in the work, you tend to forget that you were a part of that work when you were a teacher. And I have to, I catch myself self-reflecting.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, no wait. And so I will intentionally go into classes to make sure that I don't forget where
You
I
are
came from.
present. Oh,
Right.
so
I
smart.
came from teaching. I was a teacher.
Yes.
And I'm that at heart.
Yes.
So I have to make sure that I don't forget that. And I
So
always
wise.
take myself back to what the teachers are in.
So wise. Thank you so much for sharing, and what great advice for new APs.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for stopping by our booth. I appreciate you.
No
Thanks for
worries.
joining us.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
I have a super special guest near and dear to my heart. This is Mr. Dennis Teichelman. So he's a big part of TEPSA now. However, way back in the day, 35 years ago, I guess?
At least.
Oh, my goodness. So when I was in high school, my dad was one of the teachers, and then later on AP and principal, but Mr. Teichelman was our school counselor at the time. And so, oh my goodness, to say we go way back is an understatement. So when I saw him come by, I said, oh, Mr. Teichelman, please hop on a podcast because you have the best advice for teachers. And so my question to you is, can you tell me, especially with those alternative cert teachers, tell me what advice would you give a brand new teacher getting into the teaching profession today?
Well, the first thing I can say is some are so lost and they look around and they don't know what they're doing. They're trying to figure out where the copy room is, much less try to do the curriculum and all. But they look around and I go, you look at your teammates and you say, how can I ever be like them? They know exactly what they're doing. They make it look so easy. And I'm out here floundering around.
Yeah.
I said, let me tell you something. And I give them a little yellow rubber duck. And I say, now, look at them. They are just smooth sailing, but they're like a duck. And they'll look at me and go, a duck? And I go, yeah. They are smooth sailing on the top, but underneath they're just like you, paddling like crazy, trying to stay afloat and move forward.
Amen.
So just think that when you get overwhelmed or anything, look at your little rubber duck and go, just keep on paddling and I'll get it done. I'll get where I'm going.
I love that. You are so good for the teaching profession. You are so great for teachers everywhere. Thank you so much for what you do.
Another group is first-year administrators.
Yes.
They get overwhelmed.
Of course.
First time they go to a district meeting, they go, what did I do?
Yeah.
I'm going back to the classroom where I knew what I was doing.
Right.
Just hang in there and be like that duck. Just keep on paddling. Make it smooth.
And you get across the pond that way. Eventually you get across the pond.
That's it.
Well, I love that so much. Thank you so much for being a guest on our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I'm honored. Well, thank you
right.
so much. So help me welcome Dr. Ebony King from Valley Creek Elementary and McKinney ISD. She is the principal, and I have a quick question for you, and I can't wait to hear more about your answer. What is one way that your school creatively involves your families and your communities?
Okay, so we have the most amazing PTA ever. I mean, they're award-winning. They do so much for our community.
Wow.
And so what they do is they really support us in ways that, that we can't do for ourselves.
Okay.
They provide teacher grants. They while they do all the fun fundraisers,
Sure.
and fun runs and carnivals and all that, but they help support academically. So anything that we need, they are there for us. One
so
of the big
nice.
things that we've done this year is we've had our cultural fair.
Okay.
And it's bringing all the cultures together from our community into one space for one night. And so there's food,
performances in one area. The teachers came together and they created, like, they transformed their classrooms and the hallways so that it was just an
So
experience.
all the foods and all the decorations are from different cultures from around the world. So we
Yes.
got to taste things from around the world.
From around the world, from
Oh, I
Africa,
love that.
from Asia, from all different
Nice.
parts. And it's just a way to help everyone come together and feel heard and feel seen.
Of course.
Especially in these
so
times,
special.
right?
Yes.
Our students performed. Our music teacher had performances through the night, and so it was just an amazing time for everybody to come together. One other thing that they've
is
done is
neat.
they've created an outdoor learning garden.
Ooh, tell me more.
And so this is where students can go outside and they have a space to learn outside, but it's aligned with our science curriculum. So the students come out, each grade level has a garden box, they can plant, they can grow, and then we're going to harvest that food, the vegetables, and we're going to donate those to a local nonprofit, La Tiendita,
Nice.
to help serve and feed some of the needy folks in our community. So it's just a way for the students to come and to learn academics,
Right.
but then also learn how to give back to others and
Right.
to serve others in that way. So it's just a full
Right.
circle moment where we
Yeah.
have our parents, our teachers, just collectively as a staff and our community coming together just to support one another.
What a beautiful picture for your students to see that mom and dad are part of school. School is part of home. Home and school are part of the community. You really are making it full circle for
Yes,
them.
yes.
Oh, I want to come to your school.
Come on.
I need to be a kid again. I need to come to your school. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope other people can listen to this and say, oh, I need to use that idea. I need to do that with our campus too.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Dr. King, for joining us. I appreciate you so
Thank you
much.
for having me.
Yes, ma'am. So we're here live at TEPSA. I'm here with Alicia Howell from Angleton ISD. She's with Northside Elementary. She's the principal. And so, Ms. Howell, I have a quick question for you. What advice would you give to a brand new principal?
To a brand new principal, I would say to be sure that you align your weekly calendar with your campus goals. Everything that you do, be intentional.
Oh, that's one of my favorite words ever. Be intentional.
Yes.
That is so smart. And I like how you said align your weekly goals. You didn't say your semester goals, your yearly goals, weekly.
Yes. So I always start off with what are my goals for this week, and then I look at our calendar and we plug it in.
You're very intentional with every day.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that piece of advice. It's going to help some new principal out there.
Oh, you're
I appreciate
very
you
welcome.
stopping by. Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.